This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad.
Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Check. Alert, alert, alert. Let's go. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Pick it up.
Allen now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Bell with a first down carry there as he'll get about 4 out of that. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 39, Darnold. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He finds his target, it's Crowder. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Check, 154. Double dog, that's the way. Check 3. Jump, red 80. 61, matchbox, white. Red 80. Bravo.
On 1st down, it's Darnold, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Red 80. Hey, Steve 6. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Alert flare.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And his kick here is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
at their own 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a throw down the middle to a wide open receiver. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for the Bills. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll want it. This is Irvin. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
57. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Come on.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2nd down and 10. Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Bell. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
To throw is Darnold. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On first down, Allen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All right, T, let's check. All right, T. Hey, alert three. He's crossing. You draw corpus.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Mike 54. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Allen again. This one caught by Tyler Irvin. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Allen going to try and throw on third down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Jets take over.
Let's go. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
On second and 9, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Hey, orbit. Mike 54. Mike 50 to go now.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Philip Dorsett, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken. Successfully.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start out with a run from Irvin, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Allen. He's got this one complete to Perriman.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Allen. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run down here with Irvin. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
A 1st down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 20-yard touchdown. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get.
Le'Veon It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on this... Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Allen now looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Allen now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half.
Let's go,
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Bell. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Hey, dude. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5.
Now it's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder again.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Irvin. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again they run. Again it's Irvin. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Allen. Johnson's got it complete. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain. To the air, Allen. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
The 2nd down carry for Irvin. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Tight go, tight go, tight go. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Shit. Mike's 54. Red 80. Red 80. Hey, Charlie. You get back,
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Wide, get wide. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Check, red 80. Bang. Hey, Alpha. Bang.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. On 3rd down, here's Bell. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder.
He's got it at the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Darnold now to throw. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Mike 54.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Go! Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Hey, whoa, 54. Mike
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And able to find Dorsett. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on first down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Bell. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run it with Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what'll be down. On third down, it's Hill. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, baby.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He's going to let it fly, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. And incomplete here. So that will leave him with 16 on the clock.
Incomplete in the end zone. He was covered by Jamal.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills get a bit closer. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.